There are stories, and then there are legends. But few tales walk the line between fact and myth like this one. In the ancient world, knowledge was power, sacred, rare, and fragile. And nowhere was this knowledge gathered more ambitiously than in one place, the great Library of Alexandria, a monument not built of stone or gold, but of thought, discovery, and imagination. And then one day it was gone. What happened to it? Did it burn in a single fateful night? Was it slowly erased by time, politics, and religion? Or is it still out there, waiting beneath the sands of Egypt? Let's go back, over 2,000 years, to where it all began. Around 300 BCE, a man named Ptolemy Isoter, one of Alexander the Great's most trusted generals, inherited the land of Egypt after Alexander's sudden death. Ptolemy had a vision to turn Alexandria, the city named after his former king, into the beating heart of global knowledge. So he built something extraordinary, the Mouseion, a temple to the muses, goddesses of art, science, and inspiration. And at the center of this intellectual complex stood the library, the most ambitious collection of human thought the world had ever known. They gathered scholars from every part of the known world: Greece, Persia, India, Egypt, Babylon. Philosophers, mathematicians, astronomers, historians, poets, all offered space, food, and pay in return for one thing: their minds. The goal? Nothing less than to collect every written work in existence. Ships entering the Alexandria port were inspected. Any scrolls or books on board were seized, copied, and catalogued. The originals were kept in the library, the copies returned. This practice was called book seizure. Estimates vary, but some claim the library held over 700,000 scrolls, containing works we've never seen since. Entire lost plays by Euripides, medical secrets of ancient Egypt, mathematical systems from India, star maps of Mesopotamia, the complete writings of Aristotle, Democritus, Zeno, and others. This was not just a library, it was the mind of the ancient world. But knowledge, as powerful as it is, can also be dangerous. Fast forward to 48 BCE. Rome is at war with itself. Julius Caesar, fleeing the wrath of Pompey's forces, sails to Alexandria and becomes entangled in Egyptian politics, and with Cleopatra. Caesar is trapped, surrounded. To cut off the enemy, he sets fire to the fleet in Alexandria's harbor. Ancient sources tell us what happened next. The fire spreads not just to the ships but to the city. Some claim it reached the warehouse where many library scrolls were stored. Flames, smoke, chaos, thousands of scrolls, gone in a single night. Or were they? Some historians argue only a portion of the collection was destroyed, and that the main library may have survived. But fate wasn't done. 30 centuries passed. The Roman Empire became Christian. Paganism and its institutions were outlawed. In 391 AD, Emperor Theodosius I orders the destruction of temples. The Serapeum, a great temple and sister library to the original, is targeted by zealous mobs. Statues shattered, scrolls burned. Did this mark the final death of the library? Or had it already been fading, scroll by scroll, year by year? Still, the mystery deepens. Another story surfaces centuries later, during the Muslim conquest of Alexandria in 642 AD. According to a highly disputed tale, Caliph Omar is said to have ordered the destruction of the remaining scrolls, claiming, "If what they contain is in agreement with the Quran, then they are not necessary. If they disagree, then they are heretical." And so, the story says, the scrolls were used as fuel in the city's bathhouses for 6 months. But most modern scholars reject this version. The story didn't appear until centuries later and may have been invented for political or religious reasons. So again, we are left with questions. Many stories, few facts. A growing number of researchers now believe the Library of Alexandria was not destroyed in one tragic event. Rather, it died a slow death. Political turmoil, budget cuts, religious shifts, fires, wars, and most of all, time. Scrolls decayed, were stolen, forgotten, lost in translation. But here's where things become truly mysterious. Could parts of the library have survived? Some believe that fleeing scholars carried scrolls east into Persia or later into the Islamic world, possibly helping spark the Islamic Golden Age when science, philosophy, and medicine flourished. Others believe that underground chambers beneath modern Alexandria may still hide pieces of the ancient library. In recent years, Ground-penetrating radar has detected strange voids beneath the city. Chambers never excavated. Are they tombs? Storage vaults? Or the last resting place of the greatest collection of knowledge the world has ever known? Today, we may never know the full truth, but the legend of the Library of Alexandria still burns in the minds of scientists, historians, and dreamers, because it represents something more than just lost books.